on the previous episode.
Yesterday's no money spent. We bought 15 or I think 14 total Team of the Week cards for under 45k, most of them for really 42, 41k, and if you look now, they're already at 60k. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, episode 51 of the No Money Spent. Now, this is going to be a little shorter episode. Thursdays are pretty much the most boring day in terms of the Madden week. They're only being limited, and hopefully, basically on every week, a tease into what the promo or content will be on Friday. But let's go into the limiteds they dropped today. We got Kareem Jackson, who's actually not a bad strong safety, 90 speed, 90 zone, and he also has 90 hit power. Now I'm curious because I know he's a former corner. If you could put him at that cornerback secondary position, he actually would be a pretty solid corner. And then with the other card being Bobby Trees, 90 speed route runner, hits all the route running thresholds, but of course a little bit expensive on the 700k side. Kareem Jackson about 650k. Now going into the binder, you see the coins are way up, the training is way up. What have we done? We've sold off. Now it took a while. Sold off pretty much every single heavyweight except Jack Hawkins because I wasn't able to get a price that I liked for him, as well as we were able to get rid of the Team of the Weeks, not sell them, but we did the Josh Allen sets because it made sense basically by doing the set and what I got the 84s for under 24 and then the 81s or 80s for under 8k. It pretty much made it to where if I sold the 87s for 63k, it was the same rate as doing the set and selling Josh Allen. So I was targeting 65k, but I'll take 63k on Thursday night. Made a solid, probably 100, I think 180, 175k. But looking at the cards that sold, you see we were really patient with the heavyweights. The heavyweights though have gone down. Wouldn't recommend doing them right now, but like Moans were selling for 165. Rerolls I actually discarded because he was about 100k. It'd make no sense to sell him for 90k. That's what I've been buying training at. As you see, the training is at 31,000 coins. Sweats for like 125. I did get my Pierces sold off for 120. The L's were going for about 85k. Quick sold the Ryan Kellys because they're the same thing as a Norwell. You might as well just discard them for training. But Conklin is the only card that I haven't been able to sell. And then looking at the purchases, I've just been buying training, and I'll tell you why. Basically been buying for 92k for an 89 or under, which has been the best ratio pretty much all week. Stop buying the 91 overall Reggie Bushes. They need to be like 200k for the same rate as buying 89s for under like 90. That's what I've been going for. So I'm at 31k training, and this is why I've been buying training now. The Gridiron Guardians Content, we'll go over the cards later in this video, but you can see the Ultimate Kickoff Rerolls are expiring tomorrow, which basically guarantees that there will be a Guardians reroll tomorrow. Now, there's 82 overall cards, 86 and 90, so the reroll set will be something like the Campus Hero reroll we got, where I don't remember, I think it was like 400 trading. I expect this one to be like 600, 700 trading, but pretty much whenever there's a new reroll, trading is going to go up. I mean, I'm buying trading at what I bought it on Tuesday. I can't really see it go down. Normally, I mean, even last Team Diamonds, we got no rerolls, and trading was down on that Friday, and it will probably be down Friday morning when people are spamming the 90 overall cards on the market to try to get as many coins as they can from ripping the rerolls right off rip. But if you wait later into the day, Team Diamonds training went up from about like, it went from like you could buy 90s at 150, they went all the way up to 170 in like a day. As you see, I'm buying CJ Mosley's for 90 and 91k, but that's going to be why I'm buying training. I can't really see it going down anymore with training rules. I think training goes up. I don't know what I'm going to spend the training on exactly because heavyweights aren't really looking too hot, and then I don't know if the reroll is going to be profitable in terms of trading the coins. But looking at the heavyweights currently right now, if you're buying at 90k, which is 20.5k trading, I think the pack ends up costing 95k. Wouldn't recommend doing it right now because Conklin is down pretty much. Sue, Pierce, and Norwell are all down. Sweat's kind of up. Moten's hovering on that 140, and then Kelly is basically discard, so there's no real point in pulling the packs right now. I think these will be profitable later on in the week, but let's hop into the new Guardians or Gridiron Guardians content now. There's going to be only 8 90s and 4 92s, which is really weird because you're going to get, it's basically 3 90s into the set for a 92, and you get 3 back nats, so it's kind of weird. If you do all 4 sets, they're going to have duplicate 90s. I don't really understand that, but the Forrest Buckner being the first 90, Alvin Kamara, pretty underwhelming, man. They really hold us on the speed. You can see a Mark Keeper, 87 speed wide receiver. I told my friends I'm not even putting a deep blue on the side of the field that he is on because no one's putting him on a streak. He's not burning anyone. He's got tight end speed. Mike Evans a little better, 88 speed, hits that 90 deep route running threshold, as well as being 6'5". The Bucks theme team has a couple of solid wide receivers. That's not bad. Mike Gesicki, this card could be an 80 overall. I still wouldn't get it. 84 speed. He's not fast. Can't run block. Doesn't any route running thresholds. Almost the most. I think that's the worst card they've released this year at 90 overall plus. Stephon Gilmore, Tre'Davious White. Man, if they just gave these guys 88 or 89 speed, they would be good. Now, we are getting a strat card to give basically +1 on every stat for like the 2 weeks that this promo is going to be a thing. So that makes these cards a little better. The best 90 overall though is going to be Jamal Adams, and he is on my Seahawks theme team, so I think I'm going to pick him up. And we'll have 90 speed powered up. Won't hit that 90 zone threshold. I think he'll be 1 short with the stat boost. And then the 2 92 overall heroes, they actually boosted the speed on both of them after a bunch of backlash from the community. But McCaffrey's going to have 90 speed powered up, which is solid. Receiving back archetype, so he's pretty much just a clone of Reggie Bush, so it's whatever. I just traded for CMC actually in my fantasy league, so probably end up picking up this card just because I enjoy having my fantasy players on my team. I'll probably replace Zeke after a couple days. Of course, I won't be getting CMC the first day. And then the Fred Warner, now this is an interesting card. 87 speed. You see the zone coverage. He's going to get 89 zone coverage powered up, and then with the strat card, he'll have 90 zone. I think he's the first linebacker with 90 zone coverage, and I don't know how that plays because I know 90 zone is a threshold for DBs, so Fred Warner actually might be meta, might be comp, might have to pick him up the team. Then we got Aaron Rodgers. Unfortunately, he's not a strong arm archetype, so he's an improviser. He does get set feet lead or pass lead elite from the new AP update, and he's got that Aaron Rodgers release, which is the fastest game, so it'll still be a usable card, a different type of card. It won't be basically a field general clone. And then the best master card being 92 Jalen Ramsey, 91 speed power up, 90 plus zone, 90 plus man, 90 pretty much everything except for agility. A really, really, really good card. Definitely going to be picking him on my team probably day 1. But that's going to wrap up this episode. A little shorter, but in terms of actually a little late investment, we talked about buying 88 Ultimate Kickoffs last week, picking up Eric Fisher. I mean, they still didn't release a left tackle in the heavyweights. I would maybe try to look to pick a couple Eric Fishers up for maybe if you can get them for the 75, I'd say under 80k. I could see that card being 90 to anywhere to 100k. We saw about Campus Heroes when their reroll went out of pack, so they spiked up. I could see some Ultimate Kickoff players, if you buy the right ones, their price spiking just because they won't be. The only way you'll get them is through sets. And if you want the sets, you get the 80-45 cards, and they won't be in the reroll anymore. So might reroll some of these later nights, spend like 5k training. But that's going to be all for this episode. Big content day tomorrow. We get legends. Also, I kind of lied. Monthlies are actually next Thursday. I was wrong about that. So that is not going to be in today's episode, but that's going to be all episode 51. If you enjoy the content, subscribe, like if you enjoyed the video, and comment if you have any questions. And until next time, peace.